Hi, this is Caitlin Kim, and we're back with 3rd grade worksheet lesson 2. So the directions say look at each number, tell whether the number is odd or even. So number 1, 3 is an odd number, so odd. And then number 2, 6. We just look at this and we should know it is even. Number 3, we should look at the ones digit at this 2, and that would be an even number because 2 isn't even. Number 4, again we gotta look at the ones, and right here it says that right here it says a 0. So we would say this is even because 0 is an even number. "27, we look at this ones digit, and 7 is not an even number, so it is odd. Number 6, 98, and 8, the 8 in the ones digit is an even number, so we will write even. Over here, 19, the 9 is in the ones digit, and 9 is not an even number, so it will be odd. Over here, 45, same thing. 5 is not an even number, so we will also write odd for number 8. Number 9, 38. 8 is an even number, so we will write even. Number 10, same thing. 79, and then the 9 is in the ones place, and 9 is an odd number. Number 12, or number 11, and we have 12. The 2 is in the ones place, so 2 is an even number, so we are going to write even. For number 12, 54, the 4 is an even number, so we will also write even for this one. Same thing here, if you look at number 12 here, the 4, it's even, so we will write even. Oops. Make that a little neater. Number 14, 38. The 8 is an even number, not odd, so we will also write even for this one. Number 15, 81. The 1 in the ones place is odd, so we will write odd. Again for this one, number 16, we have 77, and 7 is not an even number, so we will write odd. Over here it says to write in expanded form. So number 1, we have 316,723. So let's start from the 100,000s place and go this way. So we have 300,000 here, so we will write 300,000 plus and then we move to the 10,000s place, which is a 1, so we write 10,000. Like that. And then when we move to the thousands place, we have a 6, so we will write 6,000. And we are going to be adding all of this together because all of this should add up to 316,723. So plus the hundreds place, which is 7, so 700, plus, then there's a 2 in the tens place, so it will be 20, plus the last digit is 3. So it should look like this: 300,000, 10,000, 6,723. So we add these all together, we should get this number right here. Number 2, 55,119. So we will start off with the 10,000s place, which is a 5. So we will write 50,000. Plus, we have another 5 for digits, so we will write 5,000. Plus, in the hundreds place is a 1, so 100. Plus 10, because there's a 1 right there in the tens place. And then plus 9, because the 9 is in the ones place. So this should add up to 55,119. Number 3, in the 10,000s place we have 1, so that would be 10,000. Plus a 1,000, because a 1 is in the thousands place. Plus, there's nothing here, but so we don't need to put anything there. So we skip to the tens place, which is 1, so we put a 10, and then plus 2 because of the ones digit. So once we add 10,000 plus 1,000, which is 11,000, plus 10 is 11,010, plus 2 is 11,012, which is what we have right here. Number 4, this is a pretty big number, but we'll start out with the 7 in the 100,000s place. So 700,000 plus 40,000, because there's a 4 in the 10,000s place. Plus 9,000, because there's a 9 in the thousands place. Plus 200, because there's a 2 in the hundreds place. And because there's a 0 in the tens place, we do not need to add anything for the tens, and just add that last 7. So all of this should equal 749,207. Number 5, we have an 8 in the 10,000s place, so 80,000 plus 1,000 plus 400, because a 4 is in the hundreds place, plus 60, because of that 6, and then plus 5. moving on to number 6. We have a 1 in the 10,000s place, so that would be 10,000. Plus 9,000. Plus 200 because of that 2 in the hundreds place. Plus 70. And then plus 3. Number 7. This is also a big number. So we'll start out with the 8 in the 100,000s place. So 800,000, 3 zeros, plus 40,000 right here. Plus 3,000 for the 3 in the thousands place. Plus 900. Plus 10. And then plus 2. And this will equal 843,912. Number 8, this is pretty easy. So 7 in the hundreds place, so 700 plus 10 because there's a 1 in the tens place, plus 3 because of the 3 in the ones place. I hope you get the gist of it. Alright, next, predict the next number in each pattern. First we have 50, and then we go to 70, then 90, then 110. So we can either do this in our head, or we can go and work off to the side. So we can see that each time we see a number, it goes up. So that means we should take this number and subtract it to this number. You can take any number, but we'll stick to the first two. So 70 minus 50, 0, and then 7 minus 5, 2. So that means 20. And if we check all of these individually, it should come out to 20. So that means each time it is going up by 20. Alright, so if we add 20 to 110, we would get 130 if we do that in our heads. Over here, we have 110, 105, 100, and 95, and then we have that blank. We can see that each number we go down. So I would take 110 and subtract it by 105. So 110 minus 105. Alright, so if we just do the borrowing 5 and then 0, and then this also goes to 0, that means we have 5. We are subtracting 5 each time a number goes down. So minus 5. So if we have 95 and we subtract it by 5, we would get 90. Let's write that neater. There we go. Number 3, we have 580, 590, 600, and 610. So each time we see a number, it goes up. So we would take 590 and subtract that by 580. So 590 minus 580. That would equal 10. So that means each time it goes up by 10. And so if we add 10 to 610, we would get 620. Number 4. So we have 235, 335, 435, and 535. Since the numbers are going up, that means we would take 335 and subtract that by 235. So this is all subtraction. So 0, 0, and 1. So that means each time the number goes up by 100. So 535 plus 100 is 635. Sorry, small technical difficulty here. So we take 667 and subtract that by 657, and we should get 10. So that means each time it goes up by 10. So 687 plus 10 is 697. Number 6, we have 712, 715, 718, and 721. So there's a small jump in between each of these numbers. So we take 715 and subtract that by 712. So 5 minus 2, 3, and then 0, 0. So that means each time the number goes up by 3. So 721 plus 3 is 724. Alright, number 7. We have 231, 331, 431, 531. If you can do the math in your head, that's great, but for those who can't, it's totally fine. We just take 331 and subtract it by 231, and we should get 100. So each time the number goes up by 100, so the next number should be 631. Alright, last one of these problems. We have 101, 102, 103, and 104. This one is pretty simple, but we will work it out anyways because it doesn't hurt to be 100% sure. So 102 minus 101 should just come out to 1 because all of these come out to 0. So that means 104 plus 1 is 105. On to word problems. Number 1. Lily is arranging her toy cars in a line. She starts with 2 cars and adds 3 more cars each time. How many cars will she have after 4 rounds of adding cars? Okay, so we have a lot of information here. It says she starts with 2 cars, and she adds 3 cars each time. And now the question is asking how many cars will she have after 4 rounds of adding 3 cars each time. So what we want to do is actually take 3 and 4 because we're adding 3 cars 4 times. So 3, we can either do 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, or we can do 3 times 4. Let's do 3 times 4. And 3 times 4 equals 12. And we would take this product and add it to the 2 here to get 14 cars. Make sure to add the units. There we go. Alright, number 2. Sam has 20 marbles. He loses 2 marbles every day for a week. How many marbles will Sam have left after 7 days? Okay, so it says he loses 2 marbles every day for a week, and there are 7 days in a week, so that means we just do 7 times 2 equals 14. If you guys need to do like 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 7 times, that's fine, but we're going to do multiplication here. So we take the original 20 marbles and subtract it by 14, which gives us 6. So Sam will have 6 marbles left. And we write down our units. There we go. Number 3, Ben has 36 apples. He wants to share them equally among 4 baskets. How many apples will go in each basket? Write your answer in standard form. Alright, so we have 36 apples. He wants to share them equally among 4 baskets. Okay, so for here, this would be dividing. And so we take 36 divided by 4. And using our times table, we know that 4 times 9 equals 36. So that means our answer would be 9. 9 apples in each basket. Yep. Alright, last one. Maria has 15 crayons. If she groups them into pairs, will there be an even number of crayons in each pair, or will 1 crayon be left over? How do you know? Alright, so we have about 2 ways of answering this question. We can either say that 15 is not an even number, so there would be 1 crayon left over, or we can say we can try 15 divided by 2. And if we think back to our times tables, we know that 2 times 6 equals 12, and 2 times 7 is 14, and then 2 times 8 is 16. So there is really no number that we can multiply to 2 that would get us 15. So we would come out with a weird number. So we can just say there will be 1 crayon left over. Or if we want to, we can group it up. So 1, 2 crayons in this one. 1, 2. 1, 2. So we have 6 crayons so far. 1, 2. 1, 2. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 crayons so far that are in pairs. 1, 2. 1, 2. Alright, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 crayons. So that means we have 1 crayon left over in its own little group. And that's how we know. Thank you.